It's 11:30. I've had a busy morning already. I actually woke up at 5:30 and I watched some YouTube and then I fell back to sleep I think I fell asleep about 7 and then I woke up at 8:30. I then had a one-to-one at 10 o'clock with my student just to go through the lesson that she did yesterday and what she's done since April. And then she is going to write up some feedback for me to see how I can improve. And then that's it now until September. So the summer will be me lesson planning for her GCSEs, lesson planning for her GCSE lessons. I also had a quick meeting with my employer to just transfer some documents over. And then I'm now at the unit, and the item that I couldn't find yesterday, I found the empty box. So that means I've relisted it twice. So I'm a bit peeved about that. And then I am going to get out of this unit today because there's a mouse running up and down. And it's making me creep out. I don't like mice. It's not that I don't like them, but it gives me the creeps. Luckily, all my stock's in boxes. So there's nothing that they can get to unless they nibble the plastic, but they don't seem to be doing that. It's only a really, really tiny one like that, but it's just giving me the heebie-jeebies. So I'm going to sit in the car and I'll talk to you in a minute. Right, I'm in the car. It's stopped raining now. Yeah, I feel a bit out of sorts today. I don't know what's up with me. I feel a bit hormonal, but yeah, it's just starting to rain. So this morning, with my student, I was talking about Black Death, the bubonic plague in 1348, and it's amazing to see the comparatives between the two with that and the Big C that we had from 2019 to thereafter, and how back then, because it was the fear of the unknown, what was happening, people did some weird and wonderful things similar to what we did now. And also the blame, where in 1348 they laid blame to people and to things of the cause. They did that the same all these years later, and it made me think we haven't really evolved as a oh, I've got the word, but as a human race, we don't seem to have evolved. Yes, we've technologically, that's a big word, advanced, but we're still into fear-mongering, we're still into blame, we're still into guilt, and it's like a society, we still thrive on those elements. It's quite sad, really. Although I did see, the one thing I was shocked about was how the weird and wonderful things they came up with bubonic plague, like tying a piece of string with a chicken on the end to you, babora, like the abscess. It's not a babora, is it? I can't remember the name of it now, but like the abscess in the groins and in the armpits, they'd tie a string around that with the chicken attached, and yeah, a lot of praying to God and things like that, and putting the fear into people. And it's what we did, you know, moving forward. We've not evolved very much at all. Anyway, moving forward, I suppose it just depressed me a little bit that, you know, you'd think the human race would have evolved, not just technologically. But anyway, I need to put myself up. And I just realised Simon's got chocolate in the car and I want to eat it. And so I am. I'm going to... Oh. I ate it. I ate Simon's Galaxy chocolate. And it's not made me feel any better. And I've got a sneezers, and I feel like I've got cold, and I'm moody, and I'm mardy. Do you get days like this? Is it normal? I feel very menopausal. I feel like I'm doing karaoke challenge in car on my own. But I don't know what... It's raining, doom, doom, doom. Raining down on me, doom, doom, doom. I'm crying, la 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know the words. Do 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 do. I'm back. I've got Molly snuggled into me. I'm just having 5 minutes before I clean up. And, well, try. The house has got a really fusty smell about it. I think it's because it's damp outside, but I can't stand it. So I'm going to have to clean before I go and do babysitting. I was just I've been sending messages to Kirsten and Bex. And I was sat in the car waiting for Simon to finish. And so I decided to do a karaoke sing-along. So I've been singing them songs. And Kirsten said... You know, I always say that I don't know what to talk about in my vlogs, which I don't. I find I don't know what to talk about. But she said I don't talk about my past and about my singing. When I was in my 30s, I think I was in my 30s. Yeah, when I was in my 30s, I joined a band. I was a lead singer of a band called Rock Solid. And then once that disbanded, I was then in a duet with Simon called Entice. When I was with Rock Solid, we used to do a lot of working men's clubs. And they're in a league of their own, working men's clubs. Some of them weren't received greatly, and some were really received well. It was a bonus if people danced, or they give the death stare. It was one or the other. But I did enjoy it, but I was very nervous, and I never professed to be a great singer at all. But it was a fun time. But when I look back, I don't know how I had the confidence to do it, because I wasn't confident then either. So I don't know how I did it. Then when I started singing with Simon, a management team took us on, and they were going to help us, but then that never materialised, and both myself and Simon lost confidence, so we never did. We did a charity gig. I think that's the only gig we did, actually. We did a charity gig. I'm trying to think. I can't think. We did lots and lots of practices, and we got loads of gigs to go to, and we never went to them. We ended up not fulfilling the bookings. We told them we weren't going, and it came down to confidence in the end. But singing is one thing I do miss. My brother used to be in a band. Two of my brothers used to be in bands that were really good in the 80s. I had one of my brothers used to be in a band called Vital. And that was when you had Human League and all things like that around. I think it was Vital. He had a record out anyway. And then my other brother was in a band called Disease, and his was really good as well. And he's still in a band in Holland. And I really enjoy his music. So, yeah, we're quite a family that likes music. I think if I had a choice, I'd like to be in a band again, but it's finding people to sing with, and I don't want to go in pubs and clubs and working men's clubs either. I'd just like to do it as a pastime. I did join a choir, is it called the Rock Choir, which I have said on here, and I went to one session. I really enjoyed it, but because I'm a little bit deaf in this ear, I couldn't get I don't know, it was like I couldn't hear my own voice, sort of thing. It was an odd feeling, but I also felt a bit overwhelmed with how many people were there. yeah, but yeah, it's something I do miss singing. And I was going to sing some songs with my brothers, but they never got back to me. So I think that was just that was, what do you call it? Maybe I wasn't sort of there singing. I can remember I sent them a video singing, what's the song? Oh, I can't remember the song called. If I find the song, I'll let you know which one it was. But I think they were like, yeah, all right. Yeah, so if it's one thing I could still do, and that would be to be in a band, just practice in a band, not go out gigging, just be in a band, because I enjoy that. Singing. Me and Simon used to sing a lot when we first moved to this house. When we had all the singing gear, we'd normally hire the hall and practice in there, but a lot of times we used to sing in the house with all the gear up, with the speakers. And now, in hindsight, when I look back, I think they were so patient, our neighbours. It would have drove me mad, because we were singing full belt, and if we weren't singing in the living room, we were singing in the shed. Yeah, but now my son, he doesn't sing as much, but he then got into music, and he could have gone really far, but he chose not to, and which is sad, because he has got an amazing voice, a really good voice. But it's all about confidence, isn't it? It's a big confidence thing. So yeah, that is a little bit about me. So Kirsten, I've done it now. I haven't got any videos of me singing at all. Not at all. I haven't got any of me when I was in Rock Solid. I think I've got a picture somewhere, but I'd have to find it. I don't know where it is. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, the things you do in your past. But as I say, I was in my 30s, and now I'm in my 50s. Don't know what else I could do. I've just got back from babysitting. Well, I've been back about half an hour or so. I've now got to prepare downstairs because I'm doing a massage in the morning. Just a free one, just to keep my practice up, really. So I will speak to you all tomorrow. So this is day 25. Yeah, this is day 25. So 5 more days of daily vlogging, and then I've completed my challenge. Thank you to, I've got some more subscribers now. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'm Jeanette, and I just do chatty daily vlogs because I was challenged to do 30-day challenge. No, I was challenged to do 30 days of vlogging. So my channel is just about chat, and that's all I do. So if you're interested in just listening to somebody chat, thank you for subscribing. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow.